Hello, welcome to your Soulprint weekly Pick Your Crystal readings. This is for the week of July 9th through the 15th. So, we've got, I think it's cornelian here, but we're just going to call it red. And we have these beautiful black and navy. We're going to call this black and green. Okay, so take a moment. You may be drawn to one, two, or all three cards, and that's okay. Thank you for being here. I very much appreciate the support you're giving these kinds of readings. All right, let's get started. Seven of Cups, Four of Wands, Knight of Cups, High Priestess. Okay. So, the Seven of Cups very often is about, too many options, feeling overwhelmed, not feeling like you have so many choices, you don't know which one to make. It's just a time of confusion. But what's so interesting is that it goes from that kind of state of confusion into a card that is about, celebrating family, celebrating community. It's about, family get-togethers and that kind of thing. And it's a very congratulatory card. Followed by the Knight of Cups. So the Knight of Cups very often can represent somebody who has kind of a romanticized version of life. And that's not a wrong thing. This romanticized version can also represent a love proposal, romance, that kind of thing. And then you have the High Priestess, which is sort of about like knowing yourself, like listening to your own secrets, listening to your your own integrity, your own inner voices. So as I'm looking at this, it feels like it's almost like showing a bit of a sort of a pathway or a trajectory. So if you are having to make decisions pertaining to any kind of family get-together, family event, anything like that, it's important that you make sure that you get, your facts straight, the details straight, make sure you know what you need to know. If you are hosting something like that, then the same thing, make sure you have your details in order, make sure you have everything that's going to make your guests comfortable, like that. This, because you have the Four of Wands and the Knight of Cups together, this very much feels like something in the air of romance, of love. Perhaps there's a new relationship. Perhaps you're looking for a brand new relationship. Perhaps a child or a grandchild is, getting married or has gotten engaged. Anniversaries and anniversary celebrations. So that's kind of the energy around this. The High Priestess, though, is a little fascinating because it almost feels like as you kind of work your way through the details and the confusion and try to get things sorted out, and then there's this time of like absolute celebration and joy. But it feels as if somewhere along this little path here, by the time you got to the High Priestess, you had actually learned some truths or released a secret or something, or learn just to follow your gut instinct and your intuitions. But there's definitely an energy truly of the wisdom, the lessons, the wisdom that was gained as a result of the first three cards. Okay. So that's what I know about that. If you are having some kind of a celebration, enjoy it. Have fun. Okay. Now we're going to look at the black one. Ten of Wands, Six of Swords, the Fool, and the Ace of Cups. Okay. So the Ten of Swords is telling us that there's really a sense of being overburdened, feeling just like exhausted. Um, it has whatever has taken a great deal of your determination to simply focus and just keep going ahead. But that's an important thing because apparently it's leading you to the Six of Swords, which is about moving into much, calmer waters. It is about, sometimes rest, recovery. It's about feeling yourself and your energy moving away from the difficulty into something that has much calmer waters, sunny skies, etc. I love that the Fool follows that, right? Because it's like, as you get, maybe you learn things through this difficult Ten of Wands period, and now you're saying, okay, I got it, I understand it, I am, sorry, goodness, I'm sorry about that. Apparently my dog has a lot to say. Okay, so where were we? We were moving from something that was very challenging. You managed to get through it, or you're at the tail end of it, and the way forward is into a space that is much calmer, much more peaceful, frankly, much more to your liking. It is also going to give you an opportunity to sort of wind down, relax, recover, rest. But that's going to be followed by sort of something new and exciting. It could be a new adventure you're going on. It could be a new, sorry, I just need to replug in my microphone here. It could be something, starting a new project, going on an adventure, perhaps traveling somewhere that you haven't traveled before. Um, But whatever it is, it feels very much like it's going to give you a great deal of joy and happiness. It is not um it how can I say this? It could even maybe even feel a little tiny bit reckless or, are you sure you want to do this kind of energy? But you followed that by the Ace of Cups. So, of course, the Ace of Cups is going to bring you a great deal of happiness. Very often, it will be about love, about relationships, about moving forward with a happy heart, that kind of thing. So, this definitely feels like this is a reading of hope. And if you're still in the midst of it, a reading to, just hang on a minute, be patient. All right, and let's look at the green one. Knight of Swords, Temperance, Chariot, and the Magician. I'm sorry, just something kind of funny about Temperance and the Chariot being side by side, right? It's sort of like polar opposites, maybe a little bit. Okay, so who is the Knight of Wands? What is this energy? What is it talking to us about? Well, it is about moving things along. Sometimes energy feels chaotic. There can be sort of a rush to accomplish something, get something finished, etc. And and the advice is sort of like try to take a few deep breaths and see if you can bring some calm back into the situation, get your perspective again, find your center, get rebalanced, because whatever this isn't going to be an absolute period of busyness and moving forward. And, again, whether this is a pet project, whether you're planning a party or doing some sort of a celebration, maybe you're going to, be packing a suitcase for a trip. But it feels like a little, like a little frenzied is what I want to say. Sort of like, too many pots on the stove, right? It's like you can't. So you're being asked, so you're sort of being warned. You're saying, okay, listen, it's a little crazy now. It's going to get a little more crazy. And so you need to find center. You need to find your balance, find your calm, because whatever this is something you're moving through. But I don't believe it is behind you. And the magician is here saying, listen, just breathe and know that you have the skill set to do, or the tools to do whatever it is you need to do as you're moving through this situation. It is when you are sort of really hyped up or frantic, or your mind's just going too fast, you tend to miss the sort of the magic of the moments of magic. You miss when somebody is, offering a helping hand. You miss when, um, you know, somebody has an idea to streamline a process, because your brain is racing so fast that it's not slowing down to actually be able to receive and hear some of the messages that are coming through. That and again, these messages can be from an outside source. They can also be from your own intellect and your own memory. You've got all the tools, you've got all the experience. So whatever this is, I wish you move through it easily, but catch your breath and find your balance. Okay, so thank you so very, very much for being here today. I look forward to seeing you next week. Bye bye.